welcome back. This is day 2 of our Adobe Live 1 project for graphic design. My name is Jasmine. I am your host, and this is
Julia Masalska, and I'm a graphic designer.
Yes, just a couple of quick checks. Don't forget we have the chat and win coming in around 10-15 minutes. Just gotta chat away, you know the drill. Get in there, talk about wine, talk about ladies, talk about whatever you want to do for a chance to win those sticker meal stickers. So yeah, don't forget about that. Also, we have another Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge. For this Daily Creative Challenge, we are doing a futuristic postcard. So futuristic postcard with the use of blend mode in Photoshop. So make sure you start that project today. We're gonna do a little portfolio review and look at all your stuff. So make sure you check that out. Let's see who's on.
Yeah, I just saw a question. How can I see the previous video? You can look through the archive, and yesterday's video should be there as well.
Yes, and you can catch up with everything that Julia did yesterday.
Yeah, yesterday we worked on the pattern for our winery.
Yes.
That's targeted for the younger generation that likes to travel, that likes to enjoy life. The good things like cheese and wine.
People are asking to bring back the wine prison already. You got a good group. How exciting. We got Mercedes. Wine is the time. Yes.
Welcome back, guys.
Yes, welcome back.
Awesome
I love
to
to
see you
see all
again.
these familiar faces, familiar names. We don't see your faces yet, but yes, welcome. Should we get started?
Sure. All right,
Yeah.
let's get right into it. I give you guys a small intro about what we did yesterday, so you have, in case you didn't watch yesterday, so you have a little idea of what it was. So we started looking at pictures like this to get an idea and a feel for our brand. So this is a brand for the younger generation that likes to go to cool places, travel a lot, discover new landscapes, enjoy the nature, and also just know like detailed things about how, for example, how the products that they're consuming are made. So here we are also getting back to the origin, getting back to the properties of wine, and then we went into these beautiful inspirations that we took, and basically what we took out of these inspirations was the line art, the line illustrations that we wanted to adapt into our design, because this is made for a younger generation, and we realized that this is something that looks very attractive to the younger people. And also the use of color was something that we wanted to include. And one of the things was that we wanted to include a braille into it, so the label is, for example, of the wine is readable also for blind people. This is the color palette that we had discussed yesterday as well, and we already started building a couple shapes. These are the basic shapes that we started with, and then we put them together to these different
Beautiful.
connections. And then also just made a couple variations. For example, this one is just a mirrored version of this one, but it kind of gives you a different feel. This looks more like a field. This looks more like sun rays in the sky. So I thought it's a good combination to repeat the pattern, just to turn it around a little bit and give it a different feel. All right, so we have these modules that we can put together later on as much as we want. Yesterday, I already started experimenting a little bit with what we can do with a label.
I like.
So this is one of the colors that we had in the color palette, and this little wine glass that's also connected with the sun, where the sun rays are coming out, is kind of putting this sentence into a visual, the one that we had yesterday, which says, "One is sunlight held together by water." So basically, it's a connection of all the sun rays in the wine to give you this feel of, of this sunny evening, and just also the background of the production of wine.
I like how poetic this has gotten.
Yeah,
I see some
it's getting
familiar
really,
people.
really poetic.
Tim, Kita, hey. Salmon, nice for you to join. Thank you for being here. Oh yeah. Haxel, hey, welcome back. So maybe we
Welcome, guys.
Do a little bit of an intro for our folks that are just joining us today and
Yeah, sure.
Didn't tune in yesterday.
Yeah, sure. So we started off with these patterns for the brand yesterday, and now we are trying to see how we can combine these modules and how we can create variations combined with the colors of the color palette that we created as well. So this is a little icon idea that I added to it to give it more meaning. Because in the end, we have little stories that are connected to these pictures. Here, for example, we have the vineyard that's surrounded by nature and is under the blue sky, and there is a lot of space around it. So the vineyard is just surrounded by a lot of nature. So this is what this story is about. Here we have a lot of trees that look like lollipops. They represent something playful, and also somebody mentioned that they look like a mass of people that are gathering together, which is also an aspect that we had in our brand, which is wine as a part of a gathering of communication between humans, human interaction. So this is also something that communicates the brand really well. Here we have the
rays.
Yeah, the rays or the field.
Yes.
So
there's been some friendly debate on the chat.
Yeah, now we actually have a version that looks more like sun rays in the sunset. You know how sometimes the sun rays are going through the clouds.
Trees and the clouds.
Yeah,
I like that.
So we have a combination of both that we can also put together later on, combined with the logo. So yeah, these patterns I think will be making some interesting results in the end.
Welcome back, Daniel. He said, I knew wine came from lollipops. Of course they do.
Yeah, here again a variation with the sun, just a circle to symbolize the sun, as a sunrise or a sunset over the field. So if you look at it, it's very easy to create something out of very simple shapes. Just by repeating them and rearranging them, you can create really interesting results that you can again combine later on. So let's say this is our brand pattern that we can reuse in different assets later.
Yeah.
All right, let's look at the label, how it's gonna be. There is still a couple things missing. I already added the Winology logo in Braille in the back.
And where did you find, or what did you reference to do the Braille?
You mean where I found the typeface?
Yes.
Okay. So there is a typeface that you can download online. I'm pretty sure there is also some on Adobe Stock or fonts.adobe.com. Fonts.adobe.com. And you can just download the typeface. What I did here, this is already outlined because I wanted to add a structure into the little dots to make them appeal like they're real dots inside the paper. If you guys want to know how I did this, it's up here somewhere. All right.
I actually didn't know that Adobe Fonts had Braille.
Yeah, let's see.
Let's look. Did I spell it right?
BRAIILL.
Just LL?
No, but I didn't download it from Adobe.
Okay.
I downloaded it from the
Sorry,
internet.
guys.
There is
a
a bunch of different ones, but they all kind of look the same. I mean, Braille doesn't really have a typeface; it's just a code, which is really sad because a feel can also be different. You know,
exactly.
There can be a million typefaces for blind people as well. Why don't we create typefaces for blind people? So
all to say,
also one thing to think about.
Yes, we're gonna get the Adobe Fonts team on it so we can get some Braille typefaces for you guys. So stay tuned.
What I did here, for example, I took my logo that's in Brother 1816, and then I can just transfer it to Braille. There we go. So I found these two typefaces for Braille. I'm not sure how often this is used. It's a line Braille. Not sure how popular this is and how people can read it. So I stick to the classic version. Basically, what I did is I just typed the sentence that I want and then transferred it to Braille because it's really difficult to type and see Braille because I cannot really read it. So yeah, that's what I did here. So this is the original Braille type. And then I copied it, and then I can show you how I did it. I just copy paste it, then I click on the right mouse, create outlines, ungroup, release compound path. So we have these dots as single dots.
Nice.
And now when we apply this effect, it goes to all the dots. Usually letters are connected. So if I apply this effect, the letter will be seen as a whole surface. So not every single dot will have these shadows, but the shadows will be distributed kind of like this.
And what was the font name again?
For the Braille,
Yes.
it was Braille regular or Braille normal Braille, something like that. If
you have to do a Google search.
Yeah,
guys.
if you look it up on Google, you'll find something for sure.
We'll try to find
a
it.
bunch of free ones. Braille normal. See,
There
I
we
noted
go.
it here. Yeah, Braille normal. There we go.
Sweet.
It's just a regular, very basic Braille typeface. Okay, now I can copy and paste this effect to other things as well. For example, I take this sentence, wine is sunlight held together by water. I transfer it in Braille. Braille normal, there we go. Oh, actually, I'm gonna divide it into different lines before.
Oh, that's smart.
So I can
That
apply
way you
there.
know where it breaks up before you.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You need to prepare it really well, otherwise it will be difficult to go back. All right, so now I transfer it to Braille. Let's center this first.
Alberto, if you make those t-shirts, can you send them to us, please?
What t-shirts?
Quote, a feel can always be different.
Oh.
I think we all need that shirt. I like that.
Oh, I'm taking one as well.
Yes.
All
Need a
right.
couple.
Now we have it in Braille, right?
So
Make sure there is a lot of distance between the lines so that the person can actually read really clear and well. Here we have a lot of space between the letters. Let's reduce this to regular 0. And then we are creating the outlines. And as you see, now we have the outlines of the single letters, but the letters are still connected. So we ungroup them, Command Shift and G. And then now we have letters like this.
So cool.
And now we need to release the compound path. So they are all single points, single dots. Now we mark them all. Eyedropper tool, and I just apply the effect that I had for those. So that's how you can do it.
Beautiful.
I would say in terms of production, what you will need to do, you will need to create a separate layer that shows the person that is gonna do the imprint into the paper. So it's kind of like pressed into the papers. There's almost like a little hole inside. So it's it makes you be able to feel it actually. So
That's important.
So an extra layer will make it easy for the person to know where to put the dots and where to and where not. So yeah. Here I'm just doing this for the looks so we can see how it looks on the label later on. All right.
And David wants to know, He thought we finished the design yesterday, but we did most of the graphics, and then today we're gonna add some color, add some text, right?
Yeah, correct.
Okay.
Yesterday we've actually been mostly experimenting with a pattern, so we have a nice asset that we can work with later on. And out of this, we're gonna be creating all the business cards, all the like little layouts, little like ads and stuff like that. But I'm gonna show you later on. Let's just start with the label so it looks all good and perfect. We also need to make the back side. All right, so here I already have the braille in here, as you can see. It's not visible, but for the person that needs to feel it, it's feelable. So it does make a big difference for us, you know, and because we look at it, for us it's still pleasant. And for the person, it's also pleasant because they can actually get some information out of it. All right. So we have 3 different colors for red, rosé, and the Chardonnay.
Yes.
Which is yellow. So we have this yellow here, which we didn't have in the palette before, but I felt like I had to add it because this is just so important to have a good color division, and I feel like yellow just fits so well with this sun rays, sunlight, and that it's held together by water. It's actually the perfect communication of this sentence right here.
And Chardonnay, it's like light,
Yeah.
summery,
Yeah.
citrus.
Yeah. All right, so what I also did here, I took the logo that we had here and I worked on it a little bit, as you can see. I can show you what I did. So what I did is
It was more
made it a bit bolder.
Yeah.
Then to be able to modify the letters, I created the outlines of it, and then I just moved around a little bit here, put the letters together a little bit more on this side. Here it's pretty well divided, I would say, so I just rearranged them a little bit so when you zoom out it looks balanced. And then what I did is I added a little
Dario.
sign.
He just joined. So the font that we're using is Braille Regular.
And this one is Brother 1816.
Yes, for the logo.
Okay, now we have this copyright.
Because we gotta make it legal.
And also I feel like it kind of makes it look super legit if you have this copyright sign on it. I mean, most big brands even get their licenses, you know, their copyrights for their logos in the different colors, variations, typefaces, whatever they have. So we make this very small here, just so it's a little bit visible. And then again, we can right click and then create outlines, so we just have the outlines of this one.
Perfect. We're looking legit. I like it.
I like the minimalistic look of it,
Yes.
to be honest.
Same. We're just about 10 minutes away from the chat and win, guys.
Oh.
So make sure you're being active. Talk to your fellow chatmates. Send us some questions. Less than 10 minutes, and then you could win 100 free stickers from Sticker Mule, and you can make some wine stickers, any type of stickers you want. So make sure you're active and you're chatting.
Awesome. Cool. I'm actually really excited about stickers. I want some
I
as
would
well.
like to see like the rays with the glass as a sticker. I think
Oh,
that would
yeah.
be a super
That
cool
would be a really cool sticker. You mean kind of like
Yeah, like
that.
this,
Right?
Yeah. Wouldn't that look good on someone's laptop?
Yeah. Yeah, right?
What else
I
do
would love
people
that.
use stickers for other than laptops nowadays? I have no idea.
All right, so we have this front side here, and we also need a back side of the label. For that, I'm gonna create a different artboard.
Nice.
It's gonna be a little bit smaller.
Yay, Oakland's in the house. Hi, Jessie.
7.5, 10. So it's gonna be 7.5 by 10 centimeters. Because my Illustrator is by centimeters and not by inches. For me, when I came to the US, inches were so confusing. Inches, feet, yards.
Yeah.
It's just so complicated to calculate with those.
I agree, and I probably learned this in grade school, but I still need to reference it when I'm dealing with dimensions, which is kind of sad, but I feel like that's a normal designer thing that we all have.
It's very difficult to imagine. For example, if someone tells me 5 feet, I can imagine how long this is, because this is probably like almost as tall as me. But if somebody tells me like 5 yards,
yeah,
I don't know what 5 yards are. To me, it's really difficult.
Yes. Yards and like even centimeters. That's what gets me. It's like I can't visualize centimeters. Like the thing I think of is like a centipede or something, which is probably not accurate at all.
I grew up with centimeters, so for me, centimeters are very easy to visualize.
Well, apparently we're not alone because Mercedes co-signed on that, so thank you. We all go through the same struggles. I appreciate it.
Awesome. This is cool. All right. We have the backside of the label now. The backside on the bottle. It's a little bit smaller usually, and that's where the most important information goes.
Linology just went behind me.
Mm-hmm. Gotta group this. Command and G for grouping things.
1 centimeter is 1 centipede. I will remember that for life. Thanks, Haley. Somebody design that and send it to us.
Awesome. I want to see that.
That would be so cute.
Mm-hmm.
Hi, Christina. Hi.
All right. We also have this government warning that we need to put on any bottle in the United States. So
yes,
we have to put this on ours as well,
so we don't get in trouble.
Mm-hmm. And there's legal sizes, minimum sizes of typefaces for stuff like this, which is I think 6 point.
And what font is that? It looks like a...
This is Active Grotesque.
Oh, okay.
Just a very easy to read
typeface.
Yeah. Let's make this a little bit smaller. And also reduce.
Patricia, I hope you make those wine stickers and send them to us.
Yeah, I would love to see them.
Please. Okay, so we are putting the legal stuff on.
Oh yeah, I know why. Because we have different layers here. Oh yeah, there we go. Make sure our wine operations are legit. Let's lock this.
No one wants to go to the wine prison. So.
Yeah, correct. And with Command and 2, you can lock objects like this, for example, so they don't come in your way when you're designing on top of something. I like to do that. To unlock them, just Alt, Command, and 2.
Thomas and Daniel suggest doing a wine taste test before this project.
Oh.
We did have a bottle yesterday. I don't know if you missed it or not. We encouraged you all to have your own with you today as you watch the stream. Of course, we can't, but you can drink for us, which would be awesome. Yes. Hi, Brazil. I don't want to mess up your name. Actualize. Oh, I think it's your design business. That's cool. Oh. Now this is going at the bottom of the label, underneath the designs.
This goes on the back side.
Mm-hmm.
So the back side will be mostly just text with minimal graphics.
Yes.
Just the most important information.
Mm-hmm. And then we also are going to be translating this in Braille.
Yeah.
Cool.
This one is going to be very difficult to translate in Braille because it's a lot of text.
Yeah.
Yeah, and think about it. Governmental warnings are supposed to be there, but if you can't read them, what do you do? Right?
Yeah. Good point.
Even the government doesn't make things accessible.
Exactly. How are you supposed to follow the rules? But we do, because we design responsibly here.
That's true.
Oh my gosh, we're getting so close to the chat and win, guys. I see all your wine emojis. It's making me so happy. It's making this water taste so good. Keep going. Ooh, Jenry did a portfolio on Juice. Is that your juice brand? That sounds really funny and cute.
Yeah, it does sound good.
Oh, you want to do it only on Juice. You gotta tell me what Juice is, because I don't know if I'm getting the joke or if it's literal. You gotta clarify. Yes, Tim, we will be doing portfolio reviews tomorrow, so make sure you send us your stuff. We got a lot of beautiful art from yesterday's Photoshop Creative Challenge, and we would love to see your portfolios and give you some good feedback. Now's always a good time just so you can keep things fresh and innovative and make yourself stand out when you're sending it to potential employers or clients, so make sure you do that.
This got really small.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
So we got a lot of Braille right here.
Yeah, we
That's
do.
a lot of Braille.
That's true.
Chat and win. 1 minute. 1 minute countdown.
Not sure if you can read this. There is not enough space.
Maybe there's a way to summarize the government warning.
Yeah, let's do that. I think that's a good idea. I would say we just write, don't consume too much.
Because I think that's perfect advice. Consume responsibly. And what else is important? Tell us what's important, guys. I'm gonna make sure we get this right.
Consume responsibly. Imagine you're a blind person, you go to the store.
What's the most important information?
You wanna know if there's a warning. What's the most important thing that you take out of this government warning that we have here?
Think about it and give us your answers after the chat and win, because we're about to start chatting louder. We can't hear you. All right, let's go. The fireworks are here. Oh my gosh, it's happening. It's happening. I hear the dust storm. It's coming. Faster, faster. Go, go, go. Oh yeah, it's getting.
I don't know about the video.
All right, guys, keep going.
Just write anything, and you can win the stickers.
Think of all of the wine stickers
Write
you can
anything.
make. All of the wine stickers. Rosé. Suddenly forgot wine. Chardonnay.
Merlot.
Merlot.
Pinot Noir.
Yes, sparkling. Keep going. my gosh, it's getting crazy in here. The
Oh.
fireworks is going everywhere. I need you guys to go faster. We're almost there.
Yay!
Yes.
Woo! And we have a winner.
What? Thomas Vienna. Pew, pew, pew.
Congratulations, Thomas.
Yes, you won 100 free stickers from Sticker Mule, and you're gonna send us some because you're an awesome designer and we want to see it. Thank you. Yeah.
Awesome. I want to see those stickers.
I do too.
I want to have some really cool design on them.
Yeah. We need to add to our collection. Oh my goodness.
All right.
So did anybody come up with any suggestions on how to summarize this warning?
We can also do it more fun. Since it's not something we have to put up, we can also make it fun
Yeah.
and entertaining for the blind person. So what are we going to write?
So I like consume responsibly. Let's see. Oh, I think the women should not drink alcohol if they're pregnant is important. So then maybe we can come up with something clever.
Women, pregnant women.
So we have, according to several Surgeon General, see, we don't need that. Women should not drink alcohol beverages during pregnancy. So maybe women carrying, or no, that's really specific. Women during pregnancy should not consume. Is that
Do not consume during pregnancy.
Yes, yes,
Because only women can get pregnant, right?
yes. As we know, or so we know.
So far.
So we know. This world is surprising all the time, so.
Do not consume. I think this is so nice and short.
Yeah, I think it like cuts straight to the point. I
Yeah,
feel
right?
like
Consume responsibly, do not consume during pregnancy. That's it.
no wonder we didn't read this stuff because it's just too drawn out. I think we're good. Oh, wait. There is the drive a car or operate machinery. Maybe we should say do not drive. Do not drive.
Take an Uber. Don't go to work.
That would be so funny. Yes, take an Uber or use a DD. I think that is amazing.
Take the Uber.
Take an Uber,
But
a cab.
we're not gonna say Uber. We're gonna say take a taxi or don't drive.
Don't drive.
Don't drive. And don't work. Don't go to work. Don't operate machinery.
I think everybody would agree with that. Don't go to work. If you have one glass of wine, don't go to work.
Don't
I
operate.
wish that were a thing.
Well, now we're saying don't drive in general.
Yes. Okay, somebody said no drinking during transportation.
But during transportation means if you're in the car, you're not supposed to drink.
Yeah.
But if you're not driving,
Maybe. Red wine is not dangerous during pregnancy.
well,
you might
over
be
drinking maybe does.
Maybe,
Harm.
yeah, overly consuming. We'll put it to be safe, just so we don't get in trouble.
Yeah, should not.
I know, Joey, but we just want to make sure it's consistent.
Don't drive, don't operate machinery. Should we just leave it like that?
I think that's good.
Yeah. Wait, how do you drive when you're blind?
That was in the chat, but I think for the sake of consistency, maybe, or we can
No,
leave it out.
I think we can leave
just
it out. I don't think blind people drive.
Yeah.
But I've also heard that blindness is not always completely 100% blind.
Exactly.
So a person but I don't think blind people drive when they are categorized as blind. I don't think they are allowed to drive, as far as I know.
I'm not sure. So
Not sure
maybe
either.
we leave that as an option, or in this case, we take it out.
Yeah, let's just take it
Yeah.
out. I would say so.
All good things to consider. We'll definitely have to get that down.
Don't operate machinery.
Government warning.
All right. Got this one. No, this is way better than before.
Yeah, that.
But still needs to be worked on.
It's not as much. Hi, Juan. Welcome back.
What's your guys' favorite color? What's your favorite color?
My favorite color is green.
Green?
Yeah, I don't know. It's always it's always had a special place in my heart.
That's interesting.
Maybe because I'm an earth sign, I don't know.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've never met anyone that likes that their favorite color is green.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Huh.
That's so interesting.
I felt like, I don't know, maybe I knew a lot of people that liked
Oh, yeah?
green back then. But then a lot of people really liked blue. And I was always like, it's fine. Mercedes has a green car. See, I never got to a green car. My dream was like a green Jeep in high school. I really wanted a green Jeep Wrangler because I thought it was cool.
I love Jeeps.
Yeah, but my mom was not. Yeah, she didn't like that.
She was not a big fan of your idea?
She wanted me to have a bug, and I did not want the bug.
All right, so this is, oops. We have to group them back.
Tim's favorite color is black.
I love black.
Oh, wait, no.
It's my favorite.
Black is a color. Jesse's favorite color is purple. Chatilla's purple. Olivia likes green, blue, orange, and purple. Those are all good colors. Oh, I'm sorry you got kicked out, Kita. We'll try to fix that. Dat orange. Daniel, ooh, very specific. Olive, drab, green.
Ooh.
Okay.
That's interesting.
Is that like a kind of like a earthy, deep green? I'm trying to visualize that. Forest green, there we go. Yeah, forest green is good. Labyrinth. Wow. You guys have very specific color preferences. I like it. I need to do more research. Okay, so where are we at? If you guys are just joining us,
we are working on the wine labels for our wine brand, Winology. This is the front that we have here already. The back is a lot about just putting information together that we need to put. For example, here the government warning, the logo. I'm gonna put some like website information and basic information about the wine. Yeah, and then we're gonna jump into the other graphics like business cards. Yeah.
yes,
and try to work the design in different contexts.
Ooh. Claudia, do you have a ruby red Jeep? You have to send me a picture of that.
Yeah, that sounds good.
That sounds so pretty.
I love Jeeps. I would like to have one,
Right?
honestly.
Aren't they just fun? I don't know if I'd drive it around every day, but that would be like my version of a luxury car.
Oh yeah.
Right?
Love
Hi,
it.
Helmet. Heidi. Hi, Heidi.
I think Heidi's a really cool name.
I think so too. It's very classy. Chris likes a royal blue. Yeah. Until you open a box of crayons. I don't know what you mean by that, Chris. You might have to elaborate. Beck's favorite combo is rose gold and forest green. That would be a really pretty wine.
Yeah,
label
it's a good combination.
Yeah,
I like
what
that.
wine would we use that for?
I think green is a good color for beer.
Oh, yeah. We did have some beer fans yesterday that wanted to see this on beer.
I would not say that if you take this away, you can also use this for a beer.
Mm-hmm.
I would not say that it's absolutely unthinkable to use this for something else.
Yeah.
Those little stories that we have in the visuals here are just so generic, and they're so applicable in different contexts that I would say you can even use this for, I mean, just take away the house and you can use it for a nature cosmetics brand.
Yeah, well, that's a
Could work
good
as well.
idea.
Could work
Going
as well.
out of the box. Kita has a question. What if you have
Sure.
a client that says they don't know what they want, and then you design it and then they make you fix a lot? Oh yeah,
That's how it works. You need to figure out if a client comes and he doesn't know what he wants. First, I would ask him what he doesn't like at all. Then maybe he can show you some visuals or some examples, or maybe you can show him some examples of websites, or doesn't matter, whatever he wants to create. For example, he wants to create a business card. You show him examples of other business cards before you start the work, so he can tell you what he doesn't like absolutely, so you can exclude that stuff right away. And then from what the possibilities are left, you give him a couple suggestions, and then from those suggestions he will know what to pick in the best case.
Yeah, I think that's a good point. One thing that I've practiced before is if, a client comes to you and says that they don't know what they want, they don't really have an idea, is to kind of create a process with them. So maybe it's like through a phone call or a meeting, and you kind of just like share screens and go over kind of like mood boarding, but having them involved in the process. So like you said, showing them different visuals, color palettes, then also having like their own brand, their older brand guidelines to reference to see if there's any major differences, if they want to stay within the same tone. So I think that's an easy way to kind of give you an idea. So once you're in the ideation process or like wireframing or what have you, you have some clear references, so you won't have to do all the extra legwork by starting from scratch had you not known any of those details. So
Exactly,
that's
I
a good
completely
question.
agree.
Yeah.
It is a really good question. That's true.
Yes. Mercedes, the Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge is normally posted at 8:30 on the Behance page. And if you didn't miss that, you can access that in the replays, and then you can get a clear overview of what we're asking for and like what to expect, and then you could submit throughout the day. And if you're thinking of doing that, you should do it now because we're gonna review them later, and I really, really want to see it. So,
Oh, awesome. Looking
yeah.
forward to that.
Go to the challenge tab and you can find all the information you need.
All right. So I'm working on this. Oops. I'm trying to put the information that we want to put in the label. For example, the name of the wine, the grape, and the year. So I'm trying to include this in this design that we already have here, to make it look like it belongs together. So
our grapes are fairly new. They're 2017 grapes.
Yeah.
Fresh. They're fresh, they're vibrant, they're youthful, some would say. We're doing youthful grapes for this wine project, guys.
Youthful grapes.
Youthful grapes. It's not always what is that saying? Oh no, that's another saying. I'm not gonna say that one.
All right, see how I included the Pinot Noir in the design?
Yeah,
I just included it in our illustration by adapting the color that I used here. So,
and
fairly easy.
What font is this one?
This one is, let's see. This one is a Bebas Neue, or Neue. I don't know how you pronounce it. In German, I would say Neue, because it means new.
Oh.
Yeah.
Nice, I didn't know that. And then it's bold, so it's a little bit,
It is bold, yeah.
I like that.
And also I use I use the tracking of 200 here in this case. So the letters are kind of divided a little bit more, and it's easier to read from distance.
Yeah.
Like if you zoom out, it's still easier to read. And if you compare it to this text, which almost looks like a whole surface, right?
It does.
Yeah.
I like the way the Braille fell on top of the text below. It's like kind of like funneled down.
Oh, yeah.
So it like gives this good.
It kind of also reminds me of a texture.
Mm-hmm.
You know, like sometimes you have a texture in a label with a pattern, and this just looks like a pattern. I think Braille is just so beautiful.
It is beautiful.
I don't know if you guys have ever seen books that are printed in Braille. The pages are just completely white. It looks so pretty.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
And they kind of
Looks
have
amazing.
like a pearly contrast on it.
They don't have any contrast. It's just for the feel.
Really?
They're not printed with ink. They're printed with impression inside the paper.
Ooh, that is beautiful.
Let's take a look at it. I want you to see it.
Yeah.
All right, let's see. So it kind of looks like this.
Yeah,
if you
that's
guys
really
can see
cool.
this.
Maybe. Yeah. Oh wow.
So it's completely white, and it's just basically pressed in little thingies that you can feel.
Beautiful dot art.
Yeah, it looks very beautiful. I've actually attended a class in school where we went to research in a blind school how kids learn to read and write Braille. So that was really interesting to see how they have little notepads, and the way they use a little ruler with little dots that are cut out of the ruler, and then they use a pen that they can put into the dots to mark a letter. So it's very interesting, and the way they actually don't use a pencil to write on it, but just to like poke into the paper, you know, so you can read it later on.
Oh, so it's like a stencil almost.
It's like a stencil, and the problem in this is that they have to print from the other side, so you have to put the letters mirrored. So when you turn around the page, you can read it the right way. So I feel like there's a lot of things we can design for blind people to make life way more easy. Also, if you think about it, functions of mobile phones, how do blind people use a mobile phone without buttons? You know, how do they interact with it with a smartphone?
That's a good prompt.
Interface design is just so young in this field. And I feel like if you guys are motivated to work on some interesting project, why don't you just work on something like that for your portfolio, for example? I think it's always interesting to discover fields that are not discovered that much yet.
Yeah.
So
it's a good way to really push your designs towards a cause and like something that's gonna actually help people. And I would love to see some of your designs. I know people are shouting out XD. Any XD users want to start that prompt and share it with us in portfolio reviews? That would be awesome.
Yeah, that would be awesome.
Juan wants to know if you can explain the difference between change, adjustment, and new design.
Change and adjustment of all right, so for example, if a client comes to me and he already has his brand and he already has various designs, he gives me a range of my possibilities. For example, he wants to change the colors only, or he wants to rearrange the objects in the logo. Some clients come and they want to redo the whole thing, but that's the rarest case because most of the times they already have a lot of products that are printed or produced and that have their graphical elements already implemented.
Right.
And that's when they don't want to change nothing, but they kind of want it to make it more interesting or to improve their brand.
Little tweaks and
so there's different levels of your freedom in the changes. If I have full freedom, of course, I just start all over new and take the assets, look at them closely, see what the client might want, and suggest the changes that I think really make sense, and keep the things that he already had that work well with his brand. So yeah, it always depends on the person, I would say, or on the company. Bigger companies mostly like to keep their designs similar in a similar way, so their clients don't detach from them just because they just get so unfamiliar with the looks of the brand.
Yeah, probably more of an adjustment process, unless you get the cool opportunity to do a rebrand. And even still, you'll probably follow some guidelines, but then you'll have a little bit more creative freedom to tweak things and add things. So like she said, I definitely think it depends. But good questions.
Yeah, that's an awesome question. That's true.
Yeah, keep them up. I really want to hear some more questions from you guys. This is all good. Eric said, amazing branding.
Oh, cool. I'm glad you like it. Yeah. I actually really like it too. Like if I saw a label like this, I'll probably buy it.
Yeah.
What about you?
Yeah, like I only have a couple of go-tos of wine that are like available in major stores. And so when I'm looking for something new, I'm guilty of just looking at the label art and the region, because I like I said yesterday, I really like Spanish wines and Argentinian wines. So I usually go to that section and then I look at, hey, this label art looks pretty cool. Hopefully the wine tastes good. And that's how I end up trying new things.
Yeah, hopefully the wine tastes good. That's what you always hope from your clients, that their product is actually good, because you're putting in so much work in their brand and you're making so many promises. Like right here, I'm promising the customer that he'll get all the sun rays in one glass. So the wine better be good.
Yes, and then by the end of your glass, you'll be glowing like the sun.
Exactly.
Imagine if wine started having like beauty benefits.
Oh
my gosh, game changer. Maybe we need to go in the wine business and then also do the designs.
I would love that.
I think it would be cool. What do you guys think? Jenny says the next lesson is vodka. Maybe you should make that for, well, not for the daily creative challenge, but maybe make a project and send it in your portfolio reviews, and then we can look at it tomorrow. That would be really cool.
Yeah, that will be awesome. I would love to see some stuff like that. I've recently seen some really cool gin packaging.
Ooh, yeah. Gin always seems to have very like classy, modern packaging from what I noticed. Also,
it starts to have really cool modern packaging, yeah.
Okay, guys, so we want to see all of your packaging designs. Maybe some beer, since we have a lot of beer fans on the stream. You guys should definitely work on those and send them to us tomorrow for the portfolio review.
Oh yeah, that's a really cool idea.
Give you some really good feedback, right?
Yeah, that would be an amazing idea.
And then maybe we'll all go into business together. Who knows?
Use this later on. All right, so we have our Pinot Noir ready to go. Back label is done.
Yes. If you're just joining us, we just finished the back label. We have 3 different color schemes for our wines. So we have a red one, a rosé, and a white. So we have some variety. And then what are we gonna get into next?
Next, we're gonna continue with a business card for the business owner.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Ooh, and our possible sticker ideas.
Oh. I'm just copy pasting the backside. That's the good thing about the backside, is just pure information. So yeah, it's very easy to produce. What I wanted to do is I wanted to create a little icon for our top of the bottle. if you know, on the cork there is a little circle on top where you can also print something on it. So this is gonna be this one right here. I'm gonna take the same elements that I had on the label, and I'm just gonna make something that's more circular, that works in a circle. So
Sam says she's obsessed with your labels.
Oh, awesome. Thank you so much.
You should send them to her for her wedding.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Sam, you know what? Let's find a wine producer, and we're just gonna produce this wine.
Exactly. We're just gonna slap her labels on there.
Yeah.
That's our business. I'm just gonna be the spokeswoman.
Yeah, awesome. You know what I also realized here? This is very, this is unintentional, but if you look into the wine glass, when you're drinking the wine glass,
it does the swish.
It does the swish, and also the wine goes like this when you tilt it.
Mm-hmm.
It goes like that as well. So it looks at the same time when you look at the glass from the side and from the top.
Yeah, I noticed that yesterday. I forgot to point that out, but I really like, because once it hits the glass and you tilt it, it just kind of does that waterfall effect. So it's perfect.
We don't want to be too perfect, but this had to be done. This is my German perfection.
Yes, Mel. So the icon that we're doing is going to be for like the foil that covers the cork, right?
Yeah.
Yes.
Unfortunately, the bottle does not exist anymore. That we had yesterday.
Sorry, guys. When we got off the stream,
I promise.
we did a taste test like you recommended.
I promise I'm going to bring a new one tomorrow.
Yes, we'll have a bottle tomorrow. And you guys have to have your wine as well. Next time tomorrow we got to cheers.
Oh, yeah.
Cheers.
I'm also going to bring some grape juice so we can also
grape
do cheers.
Juice, yes. Well, cheers with grape juice. You guys have your favorite wines with you.
Oops. Copied by accident. All right.
Huxel wants to know what type of music do we listen to?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, I am listening to so many different things at the same time. I really like classical music.
Oh, wow.
I love chill hop, which is kind of jazzy hip hop music. Oh yeah, awesome! The background music,
inspired.
It's
by.
one. Yeah, that's what I'm listening to. Otherwise, I like the regular pop songs that are on. Usually I try to avoid the ones that are on the radio because they kind of go on my nerves slowly. But I listen to actually like many different things. Sometimes I like, on the weekends especially, I like to listen to like Cardi B and like things that where I don't have to think, that make me loosen up a little bit. I love to listen to music in the car. I also love to listen to books. So instead of music, for example, when I'm working, sometimes I just put on my headphones and then I listen to really cool books and learn new skills. For example, last time I read this book, I listened to this book called Design Sprint.
Oh.
It's about like how you create a business strategy in a very short period of time. Specifically in 5 days, so you come together with your whole team, and so I just really like the whole business strategy background as well. Yeah,
I love that.
But yeah, I love music as well. I don't know how people can live without music.
Yeah, it's
I really don't
nearly impossible. Huxel, what kind of music do you listen to?
Oh yeah, let us know.
I don't know about you guys, but I literally can't go through a day at work without listening to music. And it all varies. Like one day I'll feel productive and I want something a little bit more like heavy with some bass. Some days I'm like in a chill hop, like lo-fi,
Awesome.
Hip hop like vibe where I don't really want any lyrics. I just want like a nice melody and some like variations, but No one singing to me. Just want to be in the zone.
And you also are a singer, right?
No, I'm just kidding. The cat's out the bag, guys. She
So
told
cool.
my secret.
That's so
But
awesome.
Unfortunately, no singing on Adobe Live today.
Hey, do you think this looks like lips?
I thought so earlier and I didn't
Right?
want to say anything. I was like, it
That's
does
so
look
cool.
like lips.
But also not exactly, because
Yeah.
it kind of looks like lips from the side a little bit.
It's very lush lips.
And it turned out really minimalistic. I actually
Yeah.
really like it. I wanted to make something more complex, but now that I see this,
Oh,
let me
Tim is
see.
challenging me. Don't do that to me. That's not fair. You have an advantage. Oh, just to remind you guys, so you have less than 30 minutes now to submit to the Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge. If you didn't catch me earlier, if you didn't, or catch the prompt this morning, we are doing a futuristic postcard with the use of the Photoshop Blend Mode tool. So you guys got less than 30 minutes. Send us your submissions. We're gonna be looking at them, showing them to the team, giving you good feedback. So make sure you do it. We got a lot of really good submissions yesterday. We got like
Awesome.
11 or 12. So
Yeah.
let's kind of beat that number today. I want to see
Oh
what
yeah,
you
there were
guys
some
got.
really cool ones yesterday.
Yeah.
So I wanted to show you guys something real quick, is how to copy an artboard. So you have this little
good.
point dot here, move artwork with artboard. You can unclick it if you just want to copy paste the artboard, but you can also click it and then you will copy the whole thing. So that's what I'm usually doing. So I'm pressing the Alt key and I'm just clicking on this, pulling it down, and then I have a copy of the exact artwork, and that makes things way quicker, so I don't have to arrange this new. And also it has the benefit that it's at the exact same spot, so
Right.
I cannot I leave less room for mistakes here.
Consistency is key.
Exactly. And now I'm just adopting the same color. Whoops. Let's outline this.
Giuliano said it's a minimalistic Squirtle.
Yeah, it
What a
is.
throwback. I love it.
All right. In case you want to scale, let's go back to show this. So I have this little circle with an outline, right? If I scale this, the outline, oops. So if I scale this, the outline gets bigger, right? And if I don't want it to get bigger, if I want it to stay the same size, what I can do is I can click the right mouse click and oops, sorry, no, never mind. Object, path, and outline stroke, and then I have my vector around the circle, not inside the circle. Right, so it becomes a surface instead of a single vector.
When you scaled it out, it looked like a face. More.
Oh yeah,
With the lips.
Oh my gosh, I don't want to play with faces though. Not in this case.
Not in this case.
It's very dangerous. It's very yeah. It would be interesting, but I think we should not.
Not this one.
We don't have enough time for that. Not this time. Next time. So basically, I'm creating the same shape for the different bottles. We have 3 different kind of bottles. Ooh, I also need to add the different wines here as well.
Yes.
So let me finish this real quick. Same thing for our Chardonnay. In yellow.
Juan also says he loves your work.
Oh, thank you so much.
So many positive vibes on this chat
Yeah,
today,
so
guys.
cool.
I
Awesome.
love it.
You guys are amazing. That's really cool.
Hannah says it looks so nice together.
Aw.
Thanks, Hannah.
Thank you. All right. Let's put this one. So they were all made in 2017.
Youthful grapes. Hashtag youthful grapes, guys. Someone said earlier, youthful grapes for youthful people.
All right.
So we're moving, making sure all of the labels are consistent with the dates.
Exactly.
Eric says you make label design look so easy.
It is easy. It is really not hard. You guys have seen like where we started with these very simple shapes, and it's really actually not that hard. It's just a lot of experimenting, trying to put things together. Never give up. Try to keep some faith in the process, you know, and then it all comes together eventually.
Yes, Caitlin, hashtag you full grapes.
Yeah. We have to change this here as well, of course. Okay, what can be a rosé grape?
A rosé grape? Huh. I don't know.
Let's look it up.
Yeah. Anybody know a rosé grape?
Oh yeah, you guys
let us know.
Might know. Oops.
I know we have some wine connoisseurs in here.
Oh yeah. Rosé all day. What grape is rose? What rose wine made of?
Rosado.
Aha, so basically it is made from red wine grapes. It could be a Pinot, I think. Is rose a red wine?
And then there's a carbonation. Oh, get beautiful infographic.
Aha, look. Syrah blend. Let's call it Syrah blend.
Okay. Beck wants to know how we switch from the white background behind the artboards to gray. Oh no, you're actually talking about the labels itself. So we switched from white to gray. How did we do that?
Oh, it's just
switch the...
just a layer I put on top.
And that was for the braille that we did that.
Yeah. You can just use the rectangle tool and then just put a rectangle on top of your artboard. That's what I did here.
Okay.
Very easy.
Oh, good call, Sean. We missed an L in Sonoma Valley.
Oh,
So
yeah.
two L's. Good eye.
Thank you.
See?
Awesome. That's why we have you here.
Exactly. Collaboration is key. We are all in this together.
Yeah. If you guys see anything else we missed, let us know.
Johannes said, isn't rosé made from roses?
No, it's made from lollipops.
Exactly. Ooh, a rose flavored rosé.
How do you write Chardonnay with a double N, right?
Yeah. Don't
Chardonnay?
quote me on that. I believe.
Yeah.
Spelling is not what I do here at Adobe, friends. Stay as far away from that as possible. Yes. Double N-A-Y.
Awesome.
Chardonnay.
Perfect. Perfect.
Syrah. Ooh, one of my favorites.
Yeah?
The smokiness. I really like it.
Awesome.
It's looking real good. I really like this.
I think I might increase the size a little bit.
Yeah. Looks good. Good call, Giuliano. Giuliano mentioned that you can hide the artboards hitting the Command-Shift-H key, which is a amazing
Command-Shift-H.
Shift-H.
Command-Shift-H. Oh, yeah.
Good
That's
call
cool.
out. You know your stuff, man.
Yeah, that's amazing. And how do you unhide them as well? Same keys.
So Andreas has a question.
Yeah.
Why do print media in Illustrator and not InDesign? And are we still developing the design overall? Yes, we are still adding colors, but I'll let you chime in.
Well, vector work, for example, if I have something like this, let's say I have this vector, right? And I want to use this vector and move it like that. I cannot do it in InDesign. So the vector work I do on Illustrator. Later on, for example, if I'm making a presentation for the client and I want to have the client see this layout and add some text to it, add some maybe descriptions or any like research text to it, that's what I would do in InDesign later on. So I would take these designs and bring them into InDesign. Yeah, that's what I do. Like logos, for example, or icons, anything where you need to move the little dots around easily. That's where I use Illustrator. It's just way more precise. So basically, I would say it's zoomed in way more than InDesign.
Yeah. I think InDesign is mostly used for layout.
Yeah.
So would make a good case if you were doing a case study and showing it to a client.
Yeah.
Or like you said, a presentation that you can either submit in a PDF or publish online and send to someone.
Yeah.
So I think that's the biggest difference. You can't really
What's
create
also
vector
possible,
art.
Yeah, that's true. What's also possible is to connect this document, for example. I say artboard 6, and then I export it and connect it to an InDesign document. So I can work on the two programs at the same time. While I'm making changes on the InDesign document, I can modify this file, and as soon as I modify and save it in Illustrator, it also updates in InDesign. So that makes it maybe easier for you guys if you are planning to do something like that.
Hi, Louise. Thanks for joining us. Or Louis. It has a Z, so is it Louise or Louis? Let me know. I want to get it right. If you're just joining us, Julia is putting in some final touches on the label artwork for her wine brand, Wineology. It's got a nice ring to it, I know. We are finalizing, we have a rosé label, a Chardonnay, and a Cab. And so we're going through making all the finishing touches, making sure everything is consistent.
Yeah, we have the front sides here. They're a little bit bigger, as you can see, because we want to cover most of the front space until the half of the bottle. And the back label is a bit smaller, just to save paper and to save the print.
We also did a business card on the right side.
Yeah, this is something that we're gonna be working on next.
And our icons.
Yeah, and our icons that come on the top of the bottle, where you have this little circle, where most of the brands have some little imprint, some little stamp. So this is our stamp.
Andreas wants to know if you use a library.
There's different kinds of libraries. So I have a color library. You can I use color libraries, for example, to search for Pantones. There is really cool Adobe libraries for gradients, or I think you can even like download things and integrate them into your Illustrator. Some companies even have their own libraries that they publish, and you can integrate into your Illustrator and use their brand colors and brand assets.
Yeah. And if you're signed into your Creative Cloud and say you go into the panel and you download Adobe stock, or you upload some images to your library, they'll all show up in that Libraries tab. And so it's an easy, accessible way to have all of your assets at your fingertips. You don't have to do all that drag and drop, taking it out of your downloads file and then uploading it. It's all living there. So that's a good place to start if you haven't committed to anything yet. So
yeah, definitely. I think it's always useful to create libraries for yourself. For example, you can create libraries for different clients. You have a client number 1, number 2, number 3, and each one of them has their brand colors, their brand typefaces, their brand patterns, and you can put it all together in one library, and you just pick the library when you worked with the client's files, and you have your assets right there on your panel. You can just pick the color with the eyedropper tool, and that's it. Yeah. All right, so I'm thinking about making this little circle around it black just to keep it consistent over here.
And Tim just reminded me, because he's so awesome, we have less than 15 minutes to review your Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge submissions.
Awesome, let's do that.
Yes, if you're joining us, you can go to the Challenge tab and check out the prompt. We are designing a futuristic postcard with the Photoshop Blend tool. Really fun tool. I use it a lot in my work. So make sure you submit those right away. We want to look at them. We want to give you good feedback. We want to see if you potentially want to join our wine business. Make sure you guys do that ASAP.
All right.
Roman said this is coming together really nice.
Oh, thank you.
Such great
I'm glad you
compliments
like
today.
it. I'm glad you like it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
That's actually a good idea, Jenry. You guys should send us your printing preferences or recommendations for, or what types of paper you guys like to print on. I think with packaging design, it's so interesting to see all of the different types of materials you can now print on and make really cool, like interactive designs. So I'd love to hear what type of paper you guys use. If you do any package design, let us know.
Yeah, that would be interesting to know, definitely.
Transparent film, that's pretty cool. And what are you using, or what are you designing with the transparent film? Foil. I love seeing things printed on foil.
Yeah.
The shininess, the texture. Yeah, that's one of my favorite things to see printed.
Yeah, I love foil as well. I also really like spot gloss. You know how you can make things look out of your design just by printing them in spot gloss. For example, you have a matte black background, that like a silk touch background that's super matte and dark, and then you have the spot gloss that kind of looks out, and you can read the text by moving and find a reflection. You know, it's a very awesome interaction, I think, with paper. It just makes it so much more interesting. I also have a business card that's like that, actually.
You should bring it tomorrow.
Yeah, I can show you guys tomorrow.
Random thought, guys. Forgot to give a shout out. I said it yesterday, and I'm going to say it every day this month because it's International Women's Month. And so we should do like a fun little activity before we get really, really close to the challenge deadlines. You guys should shout out your favorite female designers in the chat. I think that would be fun, right?
Yeah. What's your favorite female designer?
Oh my gosh, I wouldn't even know where to start. It's like I would have to go through disciplines and then go through maybe a list of 5 for each discipline.
Oh, wow.
What about you? Do you have anyone off the top of your head that you know?
Yeah, I really like Jessica Walsh, her stuff. Just because it's so, like, alone if you just look at their website, Zach Meister and Walsh. They have a really cool design studio in New York. I really like their work.
Is this her on Behance?
Yes.
Ooh, can we cue that up? Wow.
Yeah, that's really cool stuff.
Wow, she does really cool stuff.
They're very big in New York. And if you open their website, it's amazing. I really like it.
Ooh, we're going down the rabbit hole today. Oh, no. Oh, wait, here we go. Oh, and her website took me to Twitter.
Oh.
No. Let's try one more time. Nope, it's Twitter.
If you put Zach Meister and Walsh, S-A.
Oh, Zach with an S?
Should I type it real quick? Yeah. I think it's this one. Oh yeah.
Ooh.
So you can see the people working there in the office,
Oh,
which
this
is
a
amazing. It's
video.
like a live stream that shows really cool, like,
That's awesome. And
first of all, you
scary.
can see their work and it's super illustrated
how
and
the cursor
animated,
moves.
a lot of photography.
What do we want to look at? Ooh, I love colors. Let's go to that.
Yeah.
I love good editorial.
Yeah.
So cool. Oh, this is perfect.
Yeah, there we go.
Yes.
Women's Month.
This is going to be my screensaver for the rest of the month. Look at that.
Yeah.
Good one. This is a good favorite female artist to have for this
Yeah.
month.
And they're
So
working very
cool.
inclusively, very experimentally.
Mm-hmm.
They do a lot. They do include their graphics a lot into
Ooh.
their.
Yes, Jessica Heesh. We work with her often. Good call out. Let's pull her up too. And she's got a lot of recommendations. She does a lot of beautiful logo art and lettering. Last year she did a talk at Max. She does some really cool stuff. Who else? You guys give us some more.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Shout out.
Grizz, Disney artist. Let's see if I can find that. Got a last name for Grizz? Oh, maybe not. Is this Grizz? Oh, wait. This is a... I can't tell if he's like a musician or he actually designs the album art. Either way, it's pretty cool.
This looks really awesome.
Yeah. Jimmy Mitchell. I like this activity, guys. Keep giving us suggestions. Jimmy
Yeah.
Mitchell.
It's a cool inspiration for everybody, I think.
Is it this guy, maybe? Maybe I should put design or something. Behance. Boop, boop. Always coming through. Very cool. Lots of like sports inspiration. I like the variety. Some LeBron James. Man, this guy's like a mega fan. I love it. Takes fan art to a whole new level.
Oh yeah.
Who else do we got?
Very specific in sports,
I
which is
know.
interesting. It's all. I feel like as a designer, it's always good to specify in something and be particularly good at it, because then people will know you for this, and then everybody that has to do something with it, they will come to you because they know that you're super specified at it. So yeah.
I caught Tiger Sasha on Instagram. That just sounded like an interesting name. So let's go find that. Which one is it? Maybe, oh, duh. At Tiger Sasha. Very cool illustrations. Let's click one. Very fitting. And this person's from Arkansas. Very, very cool. My gosh, you guys are sending such good recommendations.
Yeah.
Awesome. I think we'll call it here because then we'll just keep going and keep going and
Yeah.
it'll just be a rabbit hole.
I'm waiting for my computer at the moment.
No.
It's giving me some trouble.
Oh no. It's okay.
I have to buy a new computer.
We're almost at 5 minutes to review your Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge. So I hope you guys are working on those, finishing up final touches and sending them to us because we're going to look at them really soon.
Yeah.
And then also maybe we could talk about what we're going to get into tomorrow on our last day.
Oh yeah. So tomorrow will be all about mocking it all up and making great visuals so we can present our work to the client or an imaginary client. So it will be all about creating visuals in Photoshop, and we also get into Dimension to see how we can mock up like details, go closer, take a closer look into our packaging. You know, for example, I think this braille aspect will be really cool to show how can we create a structure in our label to make it look three-dimensional. So that would be really cool. And ideally, I would really like to print these today, so we can look at them when they're already on the bottle live. So that would be amazing.
Yeah,
I would really
that would
like
be
to do
really
that
cool.
today. All right. Ready to go? They're ready to go. Okay, let's just do this. Let's just. My computer doesn't want.
It's okay. Let's just give it some nice energy.
Yeah.
You
Do you
got
know
it,
any really
computer.
cool sites?
Any cool sites?
Yeah.
What kind of
Like
sites?
design agencies or any really cool designers?
Well, this guy, I really like architectural design. And this guy has been in the game for a very long time. It is one of my hopes and dreams to visit some of his work, but I'm sure a lot of you know of James Turrell. He does these amazing illustrations, installations all over the world. And a lot of them are like based on light and interactive light and spaces, and he chooses like the most interesting locations.
Oh, that's
So,
cool.
For example, we'll just go through some. And he has his installations all over the world. I
Wow.
think there's like an active map somewhere where you can kind of spot where all of his work lives. But he's probably one of my favorites of all time.
That's awesome.
You know, gosh, there's so many. So many. I kind of just want to go onto Behance and just like, I have like collections of people. Let's go do that. I'm going to take you guys into my private collections.
Ooh,
Whoa.
that's
Ooh.
cool.
So for packaging design, I found this recently for Shake Shack. I've never had it, by the way. Comment if you like Shake Shack
Ooh.
over In-N-Out. I want to know. But isn't this cool?
That's awesome.
It's beautiful.
I love that.
Yeah, it's just
Especially because usually people try to take real objects, and this is just all made of paper, right?
yeah, it's awesome. I just saw this the other day scrolling, and I was like, oh, this is so cool. And just like how fun it is.
Yeah.
And, like, the fact that
Oh,
you
I
can-
love how they're showing a milkshake.
I
Yeah.
know. Look at the little,
That's so
like,
awesome.
the little drip coming out. Like, that is so cool.
And we only have 2 minutes until the challenge review
Oh
deadline.
my goodness, we're getting so close, guys.
Yay! So don't forget to submit your work real quick.
Yes.
This is really cool.
Let's see if I can find one more before we run out of time. What else do I like? I've been looking at some interesting photography lately, editorial work.
Ooh, that's
I
awesome.
love that.
It kind of reminds me of a flag. If I look at it, this reminds me of the Italian flag
Definitely
because it
some
also has
cool-
green and yellow in it.
Yeah, definitely some cool draping, and it also looks like they use like gels to add this like glowy effect.
Oh wow.
But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been looking at on Behance lately. It's a different vibe every day, every week.
That's really cool. Studio Multi is great, they're saying.
Okay, we are less than a minute. We're gonna look at all your designs. I'm so excited.
Yeah, me too.
Okay.
So what's gonna happen then? There's gonna be a winner.
Not a winner for today. We are just going to look through some pieces from the Photoshop Daily Challenge. So just a reminder, we asked you guys this morning to create a futuristic postcard using the Photoshop Blend tool. So it's going to be really fun to go through everything. We're going to give you some great feedback. And then hopefully you can take that away and then come see us tomorrow for portfolio reviews, so we can go through your work and give you some good advice and community advice. So
I'm looking forward
yeah,
to the portfolio reviews.
and bring your wine. We'll bring our grape juice, and then we're
Yeah.
gonna mock up some beautiful labels tomorrow. So you guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Play. Let's refresh, just in case we had some last minute. Ooh, so we got a lot of submissions to go through. You guys are working hard. So let's start with Shatilla Prayer. So this is a greeting card. So we're doing futuristic postcards. So I like this vibe. It's a lot of interesting
It's
colors and gradients in there. And it looks like we have like a skyline. I can't tell what city this is.
This kind of looks like New York.
Yeah, I was gonna say this kind of looks like the Empire State Building, maybe. Don't quote me. We're in San Francisco.
Yeah, I would really like to know which city this is.
Yeah, let us know what city this is. And so it looks like we're looking at a futuristic world here. What do you think? You have any other comments?
I really like how the colors are coming together. This photo effect is really cool. I would like to know what's the overlay picture.
Yeah.
It looks like some kind of cloud or something like that.
Oh, you mean in here?
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be interesting. It adds some texture. On this side, it almost looks like brush strokes, but I'm not sure. So that would be interesting to know.
It's very interesting.
Yeah.
I have one thing though. I think it would make it maybe more organized if you would align the greetings and welcome or
Oh, yes.
it's beginning juice. Greetings and welcome. Maybe if you would align them, on the left side, it will look more organized, and you could give the picture actually more attention. Yeah, that's like the only thing that I can add.
Wayne says this might be Montreal.
Oh,
I've never been to Montreal.
I have never been to Montreal.
That would be very interesting.
I would love to.
Anel and Jason, welcome back. We are in reviews for the Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge. So give us a holler if you guys have any feedback for the designers. We're going to keep going at it. We got a lot of submissions to look at.
Yeah.
Okay.
Terminator.
Yes. I remember this movie.
Terminator is very futuristic. I can agree.
This font choice is awesome. I love that. I'll be back soon.
Yeah, I really like the composition also. The only thing is what I would add, maybe Terminator, it kind of like Terminate and Tor are pretty divided. There's a lot of space between the two letters.
In the A,
so maybe if you would just move the T-O-R closer to the A, I think it will make it more fluid and easier to read.
Yeah. Other than that, this looks awesome. It looks really cool. I like how it gets a little bit darker. Here at the bottom, you can see a little bit of the reflection in his shoe. And then you can really catch like the light details and the glistening in the surface. So I think that's really cool, nice nuances about this. But yeah, this is a great job.
Yeah, good job. I like it too.
Marley D.
This is cool.
Yeah, love the use of
very experimental.
The fonts, and looks like you did like some fun variable font stuff in here.
Looks
I
like
want you in my
good
future.
experience.
Oh, clever. I like it. A little copywriter in you. What do you think about, I like the layers of the background. So you have like this kind of ivory, like back layer, and then you added these interesting like line details, and then on top of that there's like these like polka dots, I believe. So lots of good textures.
It's a circular shape that's kind of brings you to the center of the picture.
Yeah.
I think it's a very interesting combination because usually rectangular shapes can make it look very, I don't want to say boring, but very simple, and you want to have some excitement in the whole thing. You want to have some movement. So the circular pattern that you have there really makes it really pop, and makes it move and makes it very, interactive. You want to like take a look at the whole thing, and it also brings you from word to word. So I think it's a good idea to integrate that circular shape in there as well.
Yeah, and Marley said this is all one font. I would love to know what font you use, because this is awesome.
The W is also, I was thinking that the W is actually modified.
Yeah, that's what I thought too, but I think Yeah, let us know what font this is.
Yeah.
This is a cool font.
Yeah.
I love it. Yeah, I don't even have any suggestions for this one. It's really cool.
I like it. I think I can
pretty
imagine this
clever.
as a postcard.
Yeah, that would be a really cool postcard.
Yeah.
Thanks, Marley.
Thank you. Good job.
Hi, Sam. Demarius. So the future isn't written, it can be changed. Okay, I'm getting like Star Wars vibes right here. This reminds me of the Star Wars ride at Disneyland.
Yeah.
Right before the little turns.
That's so true. It reminds me of that as well.
Yeah.
Like some holographic
It's just
interaction.
coming at you,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I really like
That's awesome.
that.
I like how you combine the colors, the dark purple, the light purple, this pinkish tones, and then you have, as a contrast, you have this orange text that pops out through all the little lines that point to it. So it's actually a really good arrangement that you did there.
Yeah.
The typeface is really well chosen, and it fits to this futuristic theme. A triangle, I feel like, always appears in futuristic pictures.
We gotta figure
I don't know why though.
Yeah, I
It's
was
very
gonna say,
interesting,
we
right?
need to figure out why.
Yeah.
Like, I always tie it into a Pink Floyd reference for whatever reason. I don't know if that has anything to do
I
with
feel like
it.
triangles have something mystic, right? They are always used in like religion or in like esoterics, and also they kind of remind me of the pyramids. So they kind of have something mystical in them.
Yeah. Chris says it reminds him of Tron. That's a good
True.
reference. That was a good movie too.
Tron is also very futuristic, so a triangle has to do with the future, definitely.
Yeah, we gotta look into the history of futurism and triangles.
Yeah.
There's gotta be a book out there somewhere. Ryan. Utopia welcomes you. I actually really like this. This is cool.
I love this picture.
It reminds me of this show on Netflix that is based in Brazil, and it's about this utopian society.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It reminds me actually of a building in Hanover that has layers, and there's like every layer has a different concept. So one of the layers has like trees in it, like pieces of trees. Let me try to find it.
Jimmy says triangle means past, present, future.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that works well.
Yes.
Can we switch to my screen real quick?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's this building. It's super interesting. So there's trees
wow.
inside here, and you can go around.
Oh, wow, those are trees.
Yeah. It's actually abandoned now, but it was used for a very huge international exhibition. So it was built just for that, and it belongs to the Netherlands. And now it's not supposed to be used by Germany. So it's kind of like a piece of land that belongs to the Netherlands, but on the other hand, nobody can do anything with it. So it's a very cool place, a very cool spot. And inside here, there's a lot of like little pipes where also skateboarders go, and it's a very interesting building.
Somebody should go there and take some really cool shots.
Yeah, everybody does that. It's close to the design school I went to. So yeah, people do that. On the top of the building, there is also grass, so you can hang out on top. And there was a couch even once. I remember somebody did a photo shoot probably, so they brought up a whole couch on top, a leather one.
I'm seeing all types of editorial ideas with this building. It's super cool.
Yeah, should we go back?
Yeah. All right, Ryan, you're bringing out a lot of like good ideas and good memories for us.
I really like the style of the picture because it has this sepia tones and these greenish blue ocean tones in it, and which makes a really cool contrast and makes it look super retro on one hand, but also this building and these shapes make it look super futuristic. So it's kind of like the future and the past get together in this picture. I really like it.
Yeah, I like the grainy texture. I'm also thinking Somebody said Futurama. That's a good reference.
Yeah.
Even Jetsons, I'm getting. This is just a really cool
There's also a really cool
concept.
contrast between the sans serif and Utopia, and Welcomes You is a super decorative font. So
Yeah.
I really like it.
Good job, Ryan.
Yeah, good job.
Alicia. Ooh. Look at these cool strokes. Wish you were here.
This reminds me of like reflections on water.
Oh, okay.
If you have like water and it's not still, and then you put like some colorful lights on it, and it reflects, and you see it kind of, for me in my eye, this picture moves. It's not really static, so it's very interesting how you combine it with the typeface as well. The typeface also has these how do you say, like light divisions that you see it in like red and green, and it feels like you don't really see what, like you can't really see. So yeah, it's pretty cool how the colors are splitting, and I feel it works well. And again, we have a triangle in the background as well. So
Shatilla says Jimi Hendrix vibes. I like that.
Yeah,
It's pretty close.
very flowy.
Acid
yeah, I agree.
design. That's close too. I like these. These references.
Pretty trippy. Yeah, that's true. Yeah, it makes sense.
Psychedelic rock album cover. Boom. There
Yeah.
you go. That's what this is for.
This background is really cool for an album cover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Loving this. Let's keep
Good job.
going. Good job. Andre Vines. See you there. I like this.
This is also very interesting. Similar to the one before, there is this structure overlay of very geometrical structures and this flowy structure that reminds me of like leather or something like that. I'm not sure, or smoke.
Leather?
It kind of looks like a reflection.
Oh, right in here.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
It kind
I
of looks
see
like
that.
a reflection on some surface, on some fabric.
It also looks like the reflection of like water against glass almost.
Maybe,
Like,
yeah.
That's really cool.
You definitely have a lot of room for interpretation over there. And again, the combination of triangular structures combined with flowy structures, I feel like this is something that many of the works that we have seen today have in common. And the triangle keeps appearing over and over. So yeah, good job though. It's really cool. I like the alignment of the text as well at the bottom.
Yeah.
So you have some room to think, and then you see the text at the bottom. And it also is with a nice and contrasty background. So this corner where the text is, you made extra dark so you can see the text better pop out.
Yeah.
I think it's a really good graphical job here.
Yeah.
And nice and aligned on the left side.
Good job. You guys are giving
Awesome.
us some good stuff. Nikki. I love this
Lots.
already because it has Janelle Monáe. Love it. Incoming
Greetings from
message
Lagos.
loading.
Very futuristic.
Lagos.
Lagos. I think Lagos is a place,
Yes.
right?
In
Greetings from
Nigeria. I think that's what she's referring to.
Lagos. Oh,
Awesome.
cool. Good job. Looks really cool. Again, triangles.
Mm-hmm.
And again, flowy pink, green tones that are combined, very contrasty. Again, this triangle with flowy structure. Cool. And Lagos stands out a lot.
Yes. I like the flow of the typography, how it just kind of has like this wave effect. I think that's really cool. It
I want
gives
to
a little
say
bit of-
Lagos.
Yeah, exactly.
Lagos.
I'm going to drag it a little bit. I like that.
Good job. I like it.
Hannah B. Ooh, this one gives some like 3D effects in here.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Color splitting again.
With those blue highlights. Kind of makes it look a little bit three-dimensional.
Yeah. Yeah. The color split definitely gives dimension to this work. And also this
Little
very
robots.
dark background and these little dancing people.
Little
it
robots, I
fun.
think, right?
Yeah. It looks really fun.
And did you handwrite greetings? Well, it could be a handwriting font, but either way, I like how she like spread it out in the little hexagons. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it will take some time to put the word together.
Yeah.
It's a guessing game, definitely. I would always try to manipulate the reader. So you as a designer have the tool. You know how to, you will have to know how to manipulate the reader's eye. So you need to control where he looks first, where he looks next. So at the moment, you know how we read from left to right? So at the moment, I would go from the G, I would go to the E, which is not intentional, right? But you read automatically from left to right. So next time when you're arranging something like this, try to keep this in mind, that the reader reads from left to right, or if you're in Arabic countries, from right to left. So this is the way you can manipulate the reader's eye to read exactly what you want them to read. So,
Yes. I agree with you, Chantel. I like these colors. This is like a really fun palette. Gives me a lot of nostalgic, retro.
Colors are cool, yeah. It's a good color combination.
Awesome. Thanks, Hannah.
Thank you.
Roman. Wish you were here is common, this phrase. I like it. This is interesting. So we have the use of some, stock or original photography in here. And there's some layers of different shapes. You can see some color work or gradients. And then that noisy film over the top that gives it that grainy look.
Yeah, there's definitely some spacey feel to it. Like the combination of the shapes that are round and edgy, this triangle feel again, crystal structures, and the space in the back makes it look really futuristic. And this makeup is interesting. I feel like it's like white mascara and white
eyebrows.
Mascara.
So
or
they
something.
really pop out.
And that looks really futuristic to me as well, because sometimes when you see those shows and people are having like weirdly misplaced colors in their appearance, like super white hair or no eyebrows, you know, and it just reminds me of this futuristic theme. So yeah, I think it's a good combination, definitely.
Yeah.
What I feel here is wish you were here. It blends out, the text blends in more and more with the background, so the last E is pretty difficult to read. So maybe you could next time use a typeface color that's a bit lighter, or that kind of makes it more contrast. So it's easier to read. In this case, it's still readable, but sometimes when you have smaller text, especially, it's better when it's when there's more contrast.
Yes, agreed. Good job, Roman.
Yeah, good job.
Demarius, your future is whatever you make it, so make it a good one. All of these quotes are great, guys. Loving it. This is also another triangle. This is just the triangle squad today.
Triangle and space.
Yes.
Similar typeface as well.
The background also reminds me of Star Wars. Very vivid.
So true.
What do we think?
I like the contrast between this yellow that pops out from the purple, because they're contrast colors. And I think the triangle is right in the right place, because it makes this contrast exist. Blue and yellow, I feel like pop a little bit less than purple and yellow. So it's a good placement, definitely. I like how you centered it, how it's easy to read. Maybe you could increase the space between the lines a little bit, just a tiny bit, because the Y and U kind of almost touches the A underneath. So maybe just a couple millimeters. Just a couple clicks.
Yeah, it's a really nice background.
Yeah, I like the background a lot. It's nice.
Sweet. Deanna, $21.99. Hopefully we'll all be there.
There's a little stamp as well.
Yeah, featured today. This is cool.
I like the little stamp idea. It's actually really cool.
Yeah.
And you know how usually postcards are like this, and then you have a stamp that way? Why not put the stamp the other way when you have a postcard that's vertical? So yeah, I like the idea.
Yeah, I like that placement. Really like this cool girl you have in here, and like all of the dot work around it, and also the highlighting. That's something I see a lot in compositing work. Yeah. And so this is really cool. It just really elevates whatever the image is.
Yeah, it looks like she's in some kind of futuristic hologram game or something like that, and that she sees something really exciting at the moment, because her whole body is leaned forward. So it kind of makes you feel really excited. So I feel like it works with this future theme a lot.
It almost feels like she's being pulled in because these light beams that are coming at her, and she's just like being sucked into this cool like retro universe. Yeah,
somebody's writing could promote a DJ.
Yeah.
Chatilla, that's a good idea. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
This could be a DJ promotion poster or something like that, or postcard,
Yeah, good ideas. EDC poster. I'll see you there. Actually, I haven't been in a long time. Yeah, this is great. Good job, Deanna.
Yeah, good job.
Jennifer. Wish You Were Here is popular today. I don't know if it's like, is it sentimental a little bit?
Yeah, people are missing others.
I know. Who are you guys missing? Let's make it happen.
Yeah, right? Just go and tell them.
Yeah, right. Now, this reminds me of Back to the Future. That was the first thing I saw when I looked at this. Very old school.
This could be like a movie poster.
Yeah,
or
that's what I was thinking.
Movie ad.
Got the eye.
Oh yeah, it's really great integrated in the background, I feel, because especially this little cloud forms the face, so it blends in really well, and you can like imagine how the face continues really without even seeing it.
You guys are using the blend tool like amazing, because like it almost looks like this like ring, like you know the like
forms
little,
the face.
Like the rings that you see in the universe, like that's what it looks like. It has like some glow in some sections. Like this is awesome. You guys are doing great. Psychics. Fairy or psychics. Yep, I'm getting those vibes too. Mercedes.
Wish You Were Here again. People are missing someone
guys
all the time here.
Okay, we have to speed it up. You guys sent us a lot, so let's get through the rest of these really quickly. Mercedes, I love all of the geometric shapes behind, and then you have all of these like really
this
cool
woman
light
that
textures.
looks like a robot.
Yeah.
Almost. She almost looks unreal.
Yes, this is awesome.
Really spacey. Yeah, good choice.
Angel. Wish You Were Here Again.
Yeah, this one is very graphical.
Yeah.
I like how. I hope this is something you built yourself, because this looks really cool. And I like the typeface that you chose. It works perfectly with the background and everything. It just looks so like professional.
I like how the opacity is down a little bit, so you can see
through and see the stars. Yeah.
Awesome.
Good job.
Oh, well, that was it.
Awesome.
You guys did an amazing job. We can't wait to see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
What are we going to be doing? Let's give them a little rundown.
All right, tomorrow we're going to mock things up. We're going to make them presentation ready. We're going to make them so that the person can imagine how this graphic looks like on a 3D object. And then hopefully I also get a print today, so we can look at the bottle actually and see how it comes out.
And we'll have another chat and win, and then another Photoshop Daily Creative Challenge. Oh, actually, portfolio reviews. Excuse me. Portfolio reviews tomorrow. Make sure you submit those so we can look at it.
Yeah.
Give you some useful feedback.
Yeah. And don't forget the beer or wine project.
Yes, your beer, wine, whiskey, whatever projects you guys got inspired by, please put those in there. And we'll see you tomorrow.
Thanks, Heidi.
See you guys later.